Hello out there, and welcome back to another episode of Thank You for Coming right here on 2MB Studios. I'm your host, Mike Carr, and I am very, very excited to have you here with us for another episode of Thank You for Coming. If you're tuning in for the very first time, welcome. If you're tuning in for the 100th time, even more welcome. I don't think we've had 100 episodes, but I'm going to say that we did because it's more fun that way. So we're very excited, as always, to bring you comedy and shows right here on 2MB Studios. If you haven't, yay, friends, indeed. Loaf the Wonder Bread. I saw you earlier today. It's good to see you again. If you haven't been tuning into 2MB Studios, you got to keep doing that. There's really great stuff all over this channel. So we are going to get started with the show tonight because it's a little different than our normal Thank You for Coming show. Normally, Thank You for Coming features two improvisers who've never met, taking the stage together for the first time. However, the world is starting to open up a little bit. People are feeling they've got, a couple shots in the arm and they're going back out into the world a little bit. So we are going to celebrate that today. And we're going to do a little bit of a reunion right here on Thank You for Coming. So the improvisers you're going to see tonight, they have met, they have played together, and they're going to do it again today in a reunion. So I'm going to bring them both out. Welcome to the stage, Whitney Hawkins and Jared Littlejohn. Yeah. Welcome back, friends. How are you both doing?
Living the dream.
Doing great. What a beautiful day.
Truly. How are you, Mike?
I'm great. Good. Yeah, I'm, like I said, this is the kind of premise of this show is that we're reuniting, which is a lot of fun because the world is starting to open up again. And I'm starting to dip my toe in the real world again, which is nerve-wracking but exciting at the same time.
I went out for brunch today.
Oh,
that was crazy.
Yeah,
it was so nice.
I was out at our back, in the backyard with our downstairs neighbors. It was so lovely. I was like, oh my gosh, this is what normal life is like.
Yeah, people are feeling it.
Whoa is right.
Yeah, whoa is right. I'm. I know that the recommendations are changing all the time, like the CDC saying one thing or the other, but I'm at the point right now, I'm still wearing a mask when I go in places, but I'm also I may wear a mask forever because my allergies went down. I didn't get the flu went down, colds went down. I'm I might just wear masks all the time.
I do think wearing one, especially during the winter, is going to be a game changer. Especially being able to just cover that face up. Woo!
Yeah, because during the winter, I always get jealous of people with facial hair, with beards.
Yeah.
Because of especially up here in Boston, it gets so bitter cold. So it was kind of nice this winter.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't spend a lot of the winter in Boston. I moved down to the hot zone of Florida. So, but I still wore my mask everywhere, and it was, and I have a bunch of masks that I like.
Yeah.
I feel like I truly never, I know this isn't the show. Thank you for coming, everyone. In terms of, I really was trying to figure out, am I doubling down and investing in mask, chic? Am I investing in mask, just that, of just having nice masks, or am I just gonna rock a black mask constantly all the time? It's been a struggle. It's been a struggle.
Game changer for me was silk masks. I invested in some silk masks. I would forget they were there.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's good to know. That's a good little yeah, I like that.
But now also I have a pin that says fully vaccinated on it, just so people can see, because that's the other tricky bit of this is that how do we feel around other people not wearing masks? So mine's at least being hey y'all, I'm fully vaccinated. I'm trying.
Nice. I like that.
We're trying.
Someone so I worked an event recently, and it was masked, but someone had a mask. It just said the word smile on it. And I thought that was kind of fun. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh. Even if you're not smiling, I think you are.
Or are you telling me to?
Yeah, either way, there's a message there. And then someone else, literally, speaking of chic masks, they matched their outfit to their mask in terms that it was the same fabric, like they had it specially made.
That's
Next
why I
level.
respect people who have invested in mask fashion. I'm like, okay, do I need to? I'll do it. Like, if I need to do it, I'll do it. So,
Yeah. My favorite masks right now. I went to Target, and in their like workout section, whatever their workout brand is, they have some masks, and they're kind of like that, like sweat resistant material.
yes.
But they have a pocket for a filter, so I put like a coffee filter in there, and it's fantastic.
Oh man,
Yeah.
crushing it.
Yeah, look at us. We're doing the best we can.
Wow.
All right, so normally at this point in the show, you wouldn't know each other, so you'd be asking questions to kind of get to know each other. But instead, I thought it would be fun to just throw out a couple questions that we can answer that are like sort of you might ask when you see someone again, like or in this case, how we're all doing in the world that we're in right now and what we're all going to be doing. Yeah, you are absolutely right. We all learned so much about our face shape this year. What mask works? Because not one size does not fit all. That's just not the case with masks. It's a good point. So saying you learned something, I like that. That's actually ties right into our first question. And this is a question for both of you. What is something new that you learned during this past year? It can be anything. Something new you learned either outside of yourself, maybe something about yourself, something new you might have learned. And it doesn't have to be massive. It can be small. But yeah, anything. And while you're thinking, I'll answer for myself, so that way you give you a little more time to think, unless you're ready. Okay. I learned a lot about lighting for I would never do I feel good about my lighting. It's not perfect, but I learned a lot more about lighting, and I learned a lot about voiceover work. So I learned stuff. Yeah. My closet's a little voiceover studio now, which is really fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say something similar. So I've been still doing improv during the pandemic, mostly on here on 2MB. And the biggest tool in your arsenal is your voice. So I've learned to do a bunch of voices, and I'm still terrible at accents, but I own it more now. Yes. It's my terrible accent. Yeah. So I feel like voice stuff is definitely something that I learned that I wouldn't have otherwise.
Very cool. Yeah.
I probably would say for me, I think I've doubled down, and I learned that back in middle school, one of my close friends said that I was a dad trapped in a body, in that body. So I think during this pandemic, I've learned that I am now fully like a grandparent trapped in that body. I think awesome. I'm secretly 65, 70, and I like long walks and intimate gatherings, and I do think I fully am. That's me. I'm a grandfather at this point.
Going to sleep at a reasonable hour.
I'm working on that. I should be doing that, but I wake up early. That's very grandparent-like. I wake up early. I'm up. I'm up and at 'em. Thank you. I will. I know who I am, and I like who I've become. So
nice.
It's good.
Yeah, I feel that too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're all on a very similar page there.
Yeah.
I also love, Jared, that when you were a kid, you were a father trapped in a body, and you didn't grow into the father. They both grew at the same rate. So I love that.
The same rate. They both grew at the same rate. I'm glad you also noticed that. That is how it worked. As I progressed and got older, so did he, and just quickly, kids went to college.
You're an empty nester now.
Oh.
That's my reality.
That is amazing. I love that so much. Before I ask the next question, actually, this is kind of a similar question. So you're reuniting. You both have played together before. Where did you play together? And talk a little bit about that before we move on to our next stuff.
Jared and I were cast together. It was my first IB cast, Improv Boston family show.
Fam show.
We were little improv babies.
We were.
Yeah. super fun doing musical narrative improv. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's where we get our performance together. But yes, that little family show, that good times, good memories.
Oh,
it was
that's
so
awesome.
fun.
Doesn't matter. I can see you both just rocking that stage and being so fun in the family show. You're both fun in every show you do, but like family show, I can just see just a delight in both of you. That would be so much fun to watch.
Big family show vibes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. Now, this one might be. I don't know. This is a question I thought of because it's just something I think about a lot of the times. Like, if I could go back in time, what would I tell myself? So, what advice would you give? I spelled advice wrong. What advice would you give to yourself from 1 year ago if you had a time machine? You can go back and tell yourself something. Obviously, it's not like COVID's going to suck. Like we know that. But like a year ago, tell yourself something. I'm telling myself what Whitney said, going to bed at a reasonable hour. That's what I'm telling myself.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think. Wow, I don't know. Maybe I need a second.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it a lot.
Yeah, there's so much that we could tell ourselves, right? Like with the way But if like there's one piece of advice that you could give yourself about the upcoming year, think of yourself 1 year ago, just like not sure what's going to happen.
Yeah.
What would you tell yourself?
I think it would be to prioritize getting out of my room. Like staying in the habit of leaving my room. Because like once we got into like lockdown, I was like hunkered in. Like, and I'm big on like nesting. Right. So like, and now after that habit started, like I work in my room, I do improv in my room, like sleep in here, like sometimes I eat in here. Like, I think I would have wanted to get into a better habit of like going to a different room in the house or like getting out and going on a walk. Cause I didn't realize how another thing I learned about myself was how easily I can stay in one spot.
For sure. I hear that.
For a
I hear
year.
that big time. I hear that big time. And I would say just kind of I'm so with you on that. I also, for me, I would say I would probably tell myself, hey, really become like a really good chef. Like I cooked a lot during the pandemic, but I feel like there was some opportunities to do some like really good, like double down and potentially leave this as like a Michelin star chef. Like I'm home. I've got the time to do it. So like cook some really cool stuff. So I'd probably say that, like go back and be like, hey, like really perfect your cooking so that, once you're out of this thing and you're around people, you could just make people just like, whoa, like this is the best grilled cheese ever. It's just like, just a grilled cheese, but just perfect it. Just perfect all that good stuff. So yeah, become like Bobby Fly during the pandemic for sure.
That's amazing. Besides performing in hugs, which are two of the top things we all want to do, what are two things you're looking forward to reuniting with in the real world? Other than performing in hugs, two things that you're like, I'm going to do this. I'm excited about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got one. I'm trying to think of the other.
All right.
We can switch off. You can do the one that you have first.
Okay.
There we go.
First one I have, movie theaters. Going and just sitting down and sitting in a movie theater and watching movies. That's a top one for me.
Yeah, movie theater popcorn for sure. For sure.
It's the best.
I'm also really excited. So the other side of performing is I'm excited to see shows again.
Yeah.
I go to Provincetown every summer and I've just been like, are there going to be drag shows or not yet? Yeah. Like, that's just all I want. I want to see like comedy shows and drag shows and, like experience live theater, like with people. Yeah. It's been awesome to do like on the chat and Twitch and stuff, but, something about having that energy in the room.
Yeah.
I like that. And also my second one would be, I've been excited thinking about going and just popping up on like restaurants around here. Like I've been very excited to just go and experience just like food, like just experience dining out and being around people and just sitting outside. Like I didn't do it this weekend just because I'm on week 1 of the second dose. I'm like waiting for week 4. But I'm like so excited to just go sit outside somewhere with like a drink and some food and just chill out. That I'm very, very, very excited about.
This is a weird one. Kind of. Is that I am actually excited to go into an office again. I changed jobs during the pandemic. I started at a new company. So I literally haven't met any of my teammates in person. And I've been working there for 3 months. It's just all been via Zoom. And it doesn't feel like real yet because I haven't like put my butt in a new seat. And it's like a cool like techie job too. So there's there's like beer on tap and cold brew and all this like snack rooms and stuff. And I'm like, I want that part of it too, and make new friends. So yeah, it's because that is a big part of life.
Very,
totally. I got to see a show recently outside. It was an outdoor theater. There's an outdoor theater in Orlando. It's a big old. It's at a lake in downtown Orlando, and it's gorgeous. And they did Little Shop of Horrors on that stage, and they did an Audrey 2 that was a drag roll. So when the plant opened up, out comes the drag performer and destroyed it was incredible. Such an incredible show.
That's so cool.
when you said drag, I was like, oh, I just saw that, but that feeling of being in an audience and there were people around, everyone there was just buzzing with excitement. So
I bet. I could see right now. I'm like, I could see a 3rd grade production of 1776, and I would be like, this is the best.
That would be the best. Like, I would love to see a 3rd grade production of 17. Yeah. I would pay to see that in a heartbeat. That would be amazing. Well, that's a project we're all going to work on another day. But right now, we're going to get to some improvising. So, Whitney and Jared, you're going to do an improv scene together. The first line of your scene will be "Thank you for coming," and then after that, you just say whatever you want. Say whatever makes sense in the scene. So we're going to get a suggestion from you in the Twitch chat. So give us a location where the scene could take place. Maybe somewhere you're excited to go when you can go there again. So give us some locations in the Twitch chat, and then we'll get started. I'm very excited to see you improvise again. We have a suggestion of "Inside a Scream." Oh wait. That was last year. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
This year, "Inside a Smile." Okay. You know what? Right now, that's the leading suggestion is "Inside a Smile." So if anyone can beat it, then you're gonna do a scene from "Inside a Smile." Yeah, it has been a roller coaster. You're absolutely right. Oh, on a roller coaster. All right. You're having a lot of fun in the chat, so I'm loving it. So we're going to honor your suggestion of "on a roller coaster." And because you said "inside a scream" and "inside a smile," let's have a smile and a scream that have to happen somewhere in the scene.
Got it.
There we go. So great. We did get there. It was a journey. It was very fun. All right. So this scene is going to be on a roller coaster, and there may be a scream and a smile on the way. So I'm going to pop you both into the green room, and when they come back, we're going on a roller coaster. Thank you for.
Thank you for coming. I mean,
I can't believe you asked me.
I mean, you kept saying I gotta get out of my room, and I'm sorry that we're stuck here right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is at least fun.
I mean, to be at the very top of the tallest hill on a roller coaster.
It's fun.
What could be more thrilling?
It's thrilling and it's exciting and it just beats not being just stuck. I mean, we were stuck before, but like it was a different type of stuck.
It was mentally stuck.
It was mentally stuck. Physically, we're stuck. Mentally,
I'm free. I am
mentally,
free as a bird.
I am a GD Falcon right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm so excited we have taken flight right now.
Yes.
Together.
Yes.
My goodness. Just thank you.
Yeah.
Just
This
thank you.
roller coaster is awfully rickety. Have you noticed?
I have, but it's exciting.
Thrilling.
It's thrilling. It's so exciting. I mean, it's be in a room safely, or be here, tallest roller coaster.
Yeah.
No end in sight.
Mm-mm.
But we're here and we're doing it.
You know what my ergonomic desk chair at home does not do?
What?
Creak as though it's about to give way to an enormous amount of weight.
No, it doesn't. And I bet it's safe. I bet it's safe, right?
Yeah.
I bet it is extremely safe. I bet
phenomenal lumbar support.
Phenomenal. And on this bad boy, we could be meeting our demise. It could be over. It could be over. This could be the last. This could be one of the last interactions that we have together, like as human beings,
or with anyone.
With anyone.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wow. This is fun. I'm glad we did this. I'm glad we're here. I'm glad this is
You know what,
fun.
Kevin? I bet when you die, you're gonna actually turn into that falcon.
Oh, wow. Death.
That's what my mental freedom is taking me to.
Oh man. Yeah. No, and I bet when you die, you too will take flight.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you two will take flight. Wow.
Well,
I have to personally say I don't want to though.
Oh no, that's not the point of this.
I don't want to. I really.
I'm not. Don't. No, I'm not one of those. I'm not going to start like rocking the
cart you're kind of moving a lot.
That would be crazy.
That kind of worried me. You were just moving a lot.
Yeah.
But I would say I'm hoping that we get down. I'm definitely hoping that we get down. I'm glad that we're here. First and foremost, I'm glad that we're here. But I would like to be rescued.
Mm-hmm.
I would like that. I do. I think that'd be good.
You remember when we did that dance contest together in 7th grade?
Yeah.
I still remember the routine.
I do. I see you're kind of getting a little.
Yeah.
I see your bobbing.
I think it was just looking in your eyes. I was like, that's the same look Kevin had in his eyes when we did that 7th grade dance to Bye Bye Bye.
For sure. And also that same level of like panic. Hey, maybe we shouldn't rock as much.
Oh, okay, yeah.
For sure. But I get it. I totally get it. I see it's coming back. I see right now. I see it's coming back. It's catchy. We just might die. Die if you do continue to. And but I hear you. It's super fun. And hey, we're not in a room.
Right. We're not in a room. No ergonomic desk chairs for these in-syncers.
For sure. Yeah. Why did we leave? Why did we leave the room? Why did we do that?
We wanted to get out. You were like,
now we're out.
We're as out as it gets.
Yeah, I personally, I'll speak for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bit worried. I'd like to maybe get back to the room.
Yeah. Oh, I want to see that ergonomic desk chair again. This is high.
Oh, yeah, it's super high.
Oh, that guy looks like Danny from 8th grade. I'm just going to yell. Danny!
Can Danny help us?
Danny! He's he's looking up here, but like everybody's looking up here.
Okay.
So it's hard to tell if he's reacting.
Okay, for sure. For sure. I if I'm being honest though, it's just cool. I'm glad. I don't know how this is gonna go down, but I'm glad we're hanging out. It took a lot. We didn't want to leave. And we did. And I'm just happy. I'm happy. I mean, I don't know how it's gonna all go down, but I'm glad we did. I'm glad we did leave.
Well, we're going down one way or another, right?
For sure.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers
Good way.
crossed. Fingers crossed. It's a good way. It's cool. Thanks for getting us out.
Yeah.
Thanks for getting us out.
Anytime.
Oh, that was such a beautiful natural ending. So were you up? Were you hanging? You're at the top of the highest hill on the roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
We were.
That was lovely. I agree. That was that was so lovely and sweet, and it kind of feels like the world we're in right now. We're gonna get out. There's still a roller coaster out there, but we got to go out. And just got to get out and ride it.
Who knows what's gonna happen?
Yeah. Laughed out loud.
Who knows if we'll be able to recognize our friend Danny? No one knows.
Danny.
Yeah. And it's from that height. That's a pretty good eye to recognize someone from that height down on the ground.
So I have to admit something. I'm already bad at recognizing faces. Adding masks to that, I don't know who anybody is.
Oh yeah, it's just a recipe. It's just disaster.
So I think once masks are off, I'm not sure how it's going to go with me recognizing people. So just a little disclaimer to all my friends out there. If I don't immediately react to you, it's because I'm not sure I recognize your face.
Oh, yeah. I for sure a while ago kind of developed a rule where I really won't, unless I can properly, like the person could be wearing a name like on their person. And I won't acknowledge that person until they announce themselves. It's like I am Mike. I'm like, oh, cool. It's Mike. It's Mike.
Gotcha. Yep.
Not until you say it.
I saw someone on the street who had a mask on and a hat, and I literally, Julie adopted our dog from her. I adopted my cat from her. We've worked together. We worked together for 10 years. We were standing like this on the street and just didn't know it was us. And then eventually at one point, I literally had to say, I'm sorry, who are you? Because I only see this part of your face and I don't recognize you and I'm so sorry. I felt so bad.
Oh man, no, I'm that way. I'm that person.
Conversely, have you met anyone new that you've only met with a mask on?
In person?
And I haven't seen them take it off?
Yeah, if you met someone, but you've only met them and they have a mask on every time you've seen them.
Oh wow.
I did make a new friend during COVID. She owns a bookstore nearby. All she wrote books. And every time I've seen her in person, she has a mask on. I have seen her on Zoom. Mm-hmm. But in person, only ever with a mask.
Yeah. There were people, I met a couple people and I only saw them with their mask on, but my brain filled in this part of their face as my brain imagined it would be. And then I once, when I did see them without a mask on in a picture, I was like, that's not them. That's not the mouth that my brain created.
I know that's jarring. For some people where I have it, I'm just like, yo, what does your mouth look like?
No.
Reveal yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think about those things.
That's wild.
It's a different world. No, that's so crazy. Oh man, it's fun. I see a cat. I see a kitty.
Yeah, this is my new kitten.
Oh.
He's chasing a fly. He's 8 months old and enormous.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Whoa.
spinach.
Spinach.
Spinach. Yeah.
Yay for spinach.
Yay for
That-
spinach.
Yay
He's
for spinach.
very wet. I think he was just playing in water.
Unreal. Spinach.
Spinach.
Spinach, get it together.
Nice.
It's a mess.
All right, so I'd love to do a scene with the two of you for one more scene. So we just need a location. Wet spinach.
Wet spinach.
That's
That's his name. Wet spinach.
We need one more location for the three of us to do a scene in, and we don't have to say thank you for coming. We can just start right into the scene. A topiary. A topiary garden. Captain's quarters. All are good. Let's go with topiary because it was the first one we saw. So we're going to go to a topiary garden. That's where our scene's going to take place.
perfect.
All right. So we will see you in a topiary garden.
I'm so glad you decided to join me in my topiary garden.
It is lovely. It's quite lovely.
You will notice here is a von Katzenberg of a large pickle.
Wow.
I wasn't aware that you could get von Katzenberg to trim anymore.
Well, he's a friend of a friend.
Teacher.
Yes?
When will you teach us how to cut?
When you've earned it.
But we've earned it, teacher.
Tell me the things that you've done to earn this.
Countless evenings.
Be careful, Dylan. This could be a trap.
Nathaniel, you leave me be. Too much time studying, teacher, mirroring, teacher, Nathaniel, trying to understand the topiary. And yet no snip, snip, no clip, clip, none. I would like to learn how.
Quickly, let's engage in one of our mirroring exercises.
Okay.
Excellent work as always.
See, teacher, we executed flawlessly, and yet none.
Nathaniel, what have you done to earn the snip, snip, clip, clip?
I recognize that this is. I have not earned it.
Nathaniel.
I have not earned it. I'm not like Dylan. I have not earned it.
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel. Give me your hands. In recognizing you have not earned the snip, snip, clip, clip, you have indeed earned the clip, clip, snip, snip.
Wow. What?
Here are the shears.
Whoa. Wow.
I have long since dreamed of holding these shears. Dylan, they're lighter than I expected them to be. It's like holding air.
What does it feel like?
Words cannot describe the feeling that I have right now.
Wow.
Have you ever eaten cake in the sunlight, in a pool, on top of a hotel?
Merely aspired, but no.
It feels like that. But also, it doesn't.
Teacher,
Yes.
Nathaniel, I apologize. In my haste to snip, snip, clip, clip, I cut off too many of my own branches and have let myself barren, unable to accept the way Nathaniel has.
Dylan, give me your hands and put your face very close to my face.
Yes, Dylan, yes.
You have expressed great humility. And you, too, have earned the clip, clip, snip, snip.
Huh, 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 huh.
Dylan.
My
Dylan,
greatest students.
Huh.
Speak. Put words to your feelings, Dylan.
I am but a tree, rooted, and I now have sustenance to grow.
Yes.
I feel one with the topiary.
Yes.
I feel alive. It's the best day of my life. Thank you.
My spirit shape shall be the prancing pony.
My spirit shape shall be the infant walrus.
Oh,
The baby walrus. Yes. Yes.
make the sound of the baby walrus.
Oh, 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 oh.
My job here is done.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
So beautiful. Ah, yes.
That was ridiculous.
Oh, Jared, you're getting called out. Oh, so much fun to play with you both.
Got this show.
Jared is he's a wonderful man. He'll hang out. He'll get you. Don't worry, Jared will be there. He'll be there when he can. When he's busy.
Just got to do a show.
Yeah, just a quick show. Whitney and Jared, it is always wonderful to see both of you and to play with both of you. Thank you so much. Love to you both so much. And
thank you.
Yeah, this is wonderful. So much fun to play.
It's just so fun to just play with you guys and watch you both reunite here on the 2MB stage, and I can't wait for your actual physical reuniting out in the real world.
So many hugs.
Yeah, so many hugs are going to happen.
I'm just going to touch everyone's face. Just everyone.
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of just messy crying and hugging is very much in all of our futures.
So much of it.
Yeah. Thank you both again so much for coming in. Thank you all of you for watching and commenting in the chat. We're so glad to have you here. If you haven't already subscribed to 2MB Studios, make sure you do it. Watch all the great shows. So on behalf of myself and Jared and Whitney, thank you for coming.